So, Fesca ma hula dunne agus fáilte ras go our Céilidh Srùbag. Welcome back to our Srùbag Céilidh, you're all very welcome to our Céilidh this evening. Agus fáilte do our Léchiad sa Srùbag, a sin bhasin a bhí a Sean córa in son tór cethe bliana. So we have welcome to our Srùbag number 52, and we have been singing together for over 40 for over 4 years now. So we've actually had a song at more than 50 Srùbags, which is marvellous. So anocha a harshin a Anne Parsons Dunne, man a Cèilidh Seinn. So tonight we welcome as our special guest, I'm just going to let Hilary. Anne Parsons Dunne, who will be our special guest this evening. And I have a wee bit of Anne's biography just here. So Anne has been singing all her life. I think I know that feeling. And she started taking an interest in traditional folk singing in the 1980s, which is over 40 years ago. And also with her sister, also very well-known singer, Niamh Parsons, Anne joined the Góilín singing club in Dublin, where she met many other distinguished singers and musicians. Anne has recorded many songs with Niamh, her sister, on 3 of her albums. In school, they'd learnt a lot of the well-known Irish songs and met and learnt from singers from the Irish-speaking parts of Ireland, the Gaeltachtaí. I've got that right. Anne has been singing more and more songs in Irish in singing clubs and online more recently, and is delighted to be singing for Srùbag today. And welcome to Hilary, who's just joined us as well. I'm very, very delighted to welcome Anne, who is a pal of mine through other singing circles, where I've often had the pleasure of singing in Ireland as well. It's a great pleasure to be with you this evening virtually. Ha códagrís a bhí a cléinsin áireann san bí an canan Gaeltach, Gaelic na Halban na Héireann, Cumrish, Breitonish agus mar sin. So basically we like to hear songs in any Celtic language. Agus mar sin song táisiigh sa Seachdain cléine sin dá órainn bhó Anne. So to start the first half, we will hear 2 songs from Anne. Anne Seachdain beccan mú do bheithe agus do Gàidhlig agus do Cursana how dá órainn. So please, Anne, tell us a wee bit maybe about how you started singing, your singing life, and please introduce your 2 songs and why you chose them, why they are important to you. Tell us maybe a bit about what happens in the songs. Thank you very much. It was more than time.
Thank you. Sorry, thank you, Lynn. As you said, I've been singing all my life, in fact, actually, because our father was a big singer and our mother is from the west of Ireland, from Clare, which is well known for music and singing. So my mother didn't sing very much, but she used to know the words, whereas my father's was the singer. So I've been singing all my life, but really it was when I came back from Spain, where I used to live, and I started singing with my sister and in the singing circles, in folk singing and traditional songs, those sorts of things. And it's only in recent times I started singing in Irish, really, because there are some lovely songs in Irish. And as I get older, the more I like the language. And I love listening to you. And thank you very much, by the way, for inviting me. So the 2 songs I'm going to sing in the beginning, at least now, one of them is called Oro Mavojin, which is basically My Little Boat. And it's often used, children often learn it because it's a kind of I suppose it's a bit of a lullaby. And it's about going out in the boat and basically my little boat, how she glides in the bay, my little curragh, you know, the sort of west of Ireland kinds of little boats. I will raise my sail, I will go west, my little boat. How difficult it is in my little boat to pull up the sticks. And basically it's a positive, I think, song, because it talks in the end about how we will bring in the fish. And today we will have some fish for the family. So that's the sort of basis. I like it because it's very simple and it's basically reminds me of when we were children. It's one of those songs. I think all Irish people would know this song. That's one of the reasons I picked this one. Great. Good. Okay. Will I talk about the second song now or will I wait until I sing it? Is that better? Which is better?
Maybe that would be better. That was much more
Yeah.
important by the time we get there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. So basically, it's a very simple song, this one, the first one I'm singing. Hope I'm in good voice now after all day practicing for the other concert I was in today. Okay. Excuse me. O Rome of Odin is lover and going. O Rome of Odin. O Rome of Harkino. O Rome of Odin. Crochi me my shoulders, rocky me sheer. O Rome of Odin. Ska hi hailo en die jochie mee en neer. O Rome of Odin. O Rome of Odin, ik snor weer een goeien. O Rome of Odin. O Rome of Harkino. O Rome of Odin. Napra im Vodin, ik snor weer een goeien. O Rome of Odin. Snamadi a haring loller is gaboen. O Rome of Odin. Nog echt ook alleen nog harton te hoort. O Rome of Odin. Snakede mi amper en is haar een tro. O Rome of Odin. O Rome of Odin is love and goen. O Rome of Odin. O Rome Harachino. O Rome of Odin. Big law nation can cha. O Rome of Odin. Vacation you and you on top. Oh, Roma Odin. So that's the first one. As you can see, it's a repetitive, sort of to get the child to sleep. Really, it's that kind of a song. And the second one I'm going to sing is a much more, probably better, well-known song, I think. It's called Cosson Sugon, which basically means the twisting of the rope. And it's well-known story, but in the back, as a background, I'm not sure how old it is really, but basically the story goes that the first version of it was published in 1831 by James Hardiman's The Irish Minstrelsy. And in 1893, an English version called On Sushin Bone was made, and basically it was included in Douglas Hyde's, that was our first president, Love Songs of Connacht. And it's basically a story of a wandering bard who falls in love with a young woman. And so she goes to woo the girl, but the mother is not very happy about it. So the mother devises a clever plan to get rid of him by asking him to help make a rope out of straw. So that's what the twisting of the rope is about there. And they begin inside the house, but as the rope gets longer, he ends up going outside the house, and then the mother locks the door. So he's outside, and they got rid of him, if you like, the forlorn bard writes a song about the love story, and it never really happened, the actual story itself. But I've also discovered that, in fact, there's also a suggestion that it was a song of the Irish diaspora, with the girl being Ireland, a song of those who left Ireland for faraway countries, and in the hope of a better life. Some longed for home, and it talks in the song about my Gaelic friends and how did I end here? How did I end up here, far away from places that I know? So, as I say, the story, I just pretty well told you the story there. But it's about, please be mine. The girl more or less says to the man, please be mine, but the mother thwarts all that. That's basically the story. Okay, so hopefully I can do that good justice, because it's, as I say, a well-known song. Anyway. The cosa Colin jasog inu ignas na dro. Lúbna quillias glisha viog riv law. Shin ragara hog shilam go cune agus go tlaw. Don sail na gulla is bugamish on sushin bone. Smavian tulam bilam a storin machri. Smavian tulam bilam os coranti. Smavian tulam gurlam go corlach that cree. Shame a vilach knock liam they down ik to marvni. O de viesa shall im vukel drum var cree. The visa shall a dim rowan court no tree. O the viesa shall a dim rowan Cruig lame no tree. Is a ye is Scourgen on van lunga down cree. Marvian tulam bilam os coranti. Marvian tulam bilam a story machri. Marvian tulam galam Garolach de cree. Shame a vilach knock liam they down ik to marvni. Is a yena var they cost some do me. Toch clochi jaragay wat o Cardiff Gale. O the horse is Jack Marav Shark Augustine Groma Clave. Queran Chanavana Mock Gotasa on Sugoni May. Smavian Tulam Bilam a story Machri. Mavian Tulam Bilam was coranti. Smavian tulam bilam Gerted upon written free. Is mavila canach nach leon they down it to marvani. Thank you.
Díreach Alín, Anne. That was absolutely lovely. I was very interested in the first song too. I was thinking it sounded, or it might have sounded as though it was going to be rather similar to Bajin Elimi, which I did sing a while ago when I was trying to learn some songs in Irish. But it was different. So that was absolutely lovely.
There are a surprising number of boat songs, both men and boat songs, and songs about boats and fishing. And I suppose it's not that surprising, being an island, and people lived off the fish and the sea.
Fish were very important to the economy, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Marahai, that was absolutely lovely to hear your first songs. Thank you again. All right, now we have a couple of people who would like to sing. So, Anne would like to sing, and then Yasmin, and I will sing a song also. Okay, so Anne, over to yourself, and if you want to sing the rowing song, no, choose a song of your liking, of course. More than thank.
Well, it's still to do with water. It's called the Kelpie's Lullaby, Talagani Hushke. And for those of you who are not familiar with Kelpies, they live in the water, and they often appear to men as beautiful horses and tempt them to ride. and they gallop off and drown them. But to women they appear as beautiful men, and they tempt them to other things. And this one fell in love with the young woman that he met, and married her and took her back under sea, where she bore him a son. But she decided she couldn't live with such a monster as would eat men, so she left him, and this is him trying to get her back. Til godt bakken, se for en to, braten brek og nok. Ahohi, ahohi, aho, 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 ahohi, ahohi. En eigen nog, goflioch frasach, ek mo vaxar iska kroche, ahohi, aho, ek mo vaxa, gunchana, guntur, gunaska, stushika umran, ahohi, aho, 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 ahohi, ahohi, avoracham, mohianacha bliach, rit veel bekber, smishain forslucht, en ben vroegge, ahohi, oh, 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 ahohi, ahohi, ahohi. Talani Kushka.
Inshana, is Vashin Chirach Alin Ruai, more and tying. Well, Leni Shin on to Yasmin, ha be Yasmin, a shin ro en Lois Gutua, Archer and Nish, Hashin ho Inshanach. I guess, Hashin Hotolish can be Yasmin, Erviashain. So, we're going to hear a song from Yasmin now, who is from the Irish in the north, in Nass. So over to yourself, Yasmin, to sing for us. Thank you so much.
Read the go, gonna keep for Bochman and Gowna. Read the go, gonna keep for Bochman and Gowna. Read the go, looking for Brooklyn and Gona, Lady Gawkin looking for Brooklyn and Gona, Sound of train, Hannah Cousins, Gouda, he who got a police covers on my land and down to Sound of train, Hannah Cousins, Gouda, he who got a police covers on my land and down to Lady Gawkin looking for Brooklyn and Gona, Lady Gawkin looking for Brooklyn and Gona. Lady Gawkin looking for Brooklyn and Gona. Lady Gawkin looking for Brooklyn and Gona. Gawkin again the master high market Jones. Really affecting the enemy that's I can't you. Gawkin again the master high market Jones. Really affecting the enemy that's I can't you. Lady Gawkin looking for Brooklyn and Gona. Lady Gawkin looking for Brooklyn and Gona. Lady Gawkin looking for Brooklyn and Gona. Lady Gawkin looking for Brooklyn and Gona.
Moran thank Yasmin, I guess he's she back. So it was lovely to sing along with you there, at least hopefully. All right, Maha. So I'm going to finish the first half, then we'll have Anne back again with a milking song. This song is very special to me, but it's a bit of a long story, but it was created for me for my silver pendant competition, one of them anyway, by my tutor, Alma Kerr Jamieson, and she and Chrissy were my tutors for the silver pendant, and this is a working song, but it's a milking song. Usually they were quite short, so Alma made collected some more material from the Comuna Gaelica. It was a great big 5-volume set of information and words and all sorts of information, all sorts of songs and stories and what have you. And so it's very special to me. And I'm singing this. I would like to remember Alma in in singing the song. Excuse me a moment. Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan. Excuse me. Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan. Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan. Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan. Mochroloi Gàidhlig navin Búrach siem an dochrone tiele Búrach siad domegan hinan Búrach suga krone duche Búrach mo bhuile gulsa Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan Mochroloi Gàidhlig navin Búrach bone hari Bávaigh malugan Fúrgil Patrick is Banachig Bríde Dar Shean da Jeans dar Connie Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan Ilavo lakan, ilavo mugan Mochroloi Gàidhlig navin Etalus uchrone tire Veru maram, veru mishkan Veru banya barne kipkan Schape glas le glas en diaban Illa volakan, illa vomegan, illa volakan, illa vomegan, illa volakan, illa vomegan, mochrodoi Gàidhlig a vinne. Etalus uchrauen dil, Feir banya baren rigon, a banya glas vlas gyran, ach banya mial seagian fylik. Illa volakan, illa vomegan, illa volakan, illa vomegan, illa volakan, illa vomegan, mochroloi Gàidhlig a vinne. Sinna Maharden. Moran Tang. Thank you.
Polly.
I should have explained it's so it's a lovely song and it praises the cow and says it's the most important and precious cow in the whole area and then in the whole world, and this cow is so special. It's going to have a special tether of silk, not a kind of rope tether made out of twisted heather. So Marahai. Okay, so and we're going to go back to Anne. So Erash gu Anne en son da orang ele masid. So we're going to start the second half. Don't think we perhaps need a break just yet. So we'll ask Anne to sing us another few of her lovely songs. So thank you, Anne. Erash.
Okay, the next song I picked myself because I like the feeling, the meaning behind it. Basically, it's called Cadation Duntation, not Winning Shindo, which basically means what is it to someone else who it doesn't concern. In other words, and basically the words kind of go basically, if I go to the fair and sell my cow for £5 in silver and a yellow guinea of gold, and if I drink the silver and give away the gold, what does it matter to those it doesn't concern? In other words, it's no business of other people what I do. Really. And the second verse is, if I go to the woods collecting berries and nuts, and then if I stretch out under the tree and relax, and it's no business of anybody else. Or if I go on a night visit for dancing and sport, to markets and racings and other things of that kind, it's none of anybody else's business what I do. And finally, people say I'm worthless and hopeless and without goods or clothes or cattle or stock. But if I'm happy living in a shed, what does it matter to anybody else? Basically. And that's why I like the song. I was looking into the background of it, and it seems to go back to as far as 1790 as a song. Edward Bunting made his transcription of the tune of Cadation from the playing of the Irish traditional harper Dennis O'Hampsey in the 18th century. Many versions come from people like Clonard and Alton, who's another people who sing it. The Begleys as well are well known for singing it. I like the lively tune and the shortness of it, and basically I like the fact that somebody in the 18th century was saying, well, it's none of anybody else's business. So most likely he was, a bit of a rake, as they say. He basically did what he wanted and he didn't care what other people thought at all. So I'll sing that one first. Okay. Cúig méid an éine is díal mé ma bhó, cúig buntaí argats guinea bhuiór, má ólam an target is fronnam an tór, Cadation Duntation up winning shindo, má ólam an target is fronnam an tór, Cadation Duntation up winning shindo. Má heim don chwil cref o crinniw smer yn o cro, a von dŵla the héile géthe nó a bhuachalach bó, má hínam sealúra faoi crown déanamh so, cad é sin dantéis sin nach winnin sin dó, má hílam sealúra faoi crown déanamh so, cad é sin dantéis sin nach winnin sin dó. Má heimse cuid nó lis rinca sport, cuig éach is Rosí sco criniú den tort. Má hím dína súgachs má van súgach lo, gad é sin dantéis sin nach winnin sin dó. Má hím dína súgachs má van súgach lo, gad é sin dantéis sin nach winnin sin dó. Der díní go bhfuil mé gan roch is an gan dói, gan a ranóid ó gan búlacht ná stó. Má tá mise sósta má choní gró, gad é sin dantéis sin nach winnin sin dó. Má tá mise sósta I choní gró, gad é sin dantéis sin nach winnin sin dó. It's nice and lively, I think. Now.
Fashion even.
But
more in time. Okay.
Enough. The second one I picked is the very one you mentioned earlier. Because I like it. I think it's a lovely song. Bóidín Eilimí, basically another boat song. Again, from the singing of when we were children as well, if you like. And get into the background of this. It's a very old song. Seems to come from Donegal, which isn't too far away from Scotland, and the small boat of Phelim, basically, and he goes off to the west of Ireland. Apparently he was trying to avoid his arch enemy. So he was, as it turns out, a chieftain of the Rosses, which means we're talking like a long time ago, if you like. He went to Gola Island, first of all, and then he went to the Tory Island, and on Tory, then his boat crashed. And it seems that poor old Phelim didn't survive. Gola Island is not that far away from Donegal, but Tory Island is further away. So the rocks were too bad, and basically the poor man, he basically crashed on the rocks. And that was it, yeah. So it's a very simple one. As you were saying, Lynn, everybody knows it really. It's a well-known song. But anyway, I like it. Excuse me. Bóidín Eilimí dimí go Gola, Bóidín Eilim is Phelim ann. Bóidín Eilimí dimí go Gola, Bóidín Eilim is Phelim ann. Bóidín bídeach, Bóidín biosach, Bóidín bóiach, Bóidín Eilimí. Bóidín díreach, Bóidín dúntach, Bóidín Eilim is Phelim ann. Bóidín Eilimí dimí go dóirí, Bóidín Eilim is Phelim ann. Bóidín Eilimí dimí go dóirí, Bóidín Eilim is Phelim ann. Bóidín bídeach, Bóidín biosach, Bóidín bóiach, Bóidín Eilimí. Bóidín díreach, Bóidín dúntach, Bóidín Eilim is Phelim ann. Bóidín Eilimí brise I dóirí, Bóidín Eilim is Phelim ann. Bóidín Eilimí brise I dóirí, Bóidín Eilim is Phelim ann. Bóidín bídeach, Bóidín biosach, Bóidín bóiach, Bóidín Eilimí. Bóidín díreach, Bóidín dúntach, Bóidín Eilim is Phelim ann. Poor Phelim. I should point out just there that Tory Island is apparently where the name came for the Tories in UK, you know, the Conservative Party. I don't know the rest of the history, but I thought that was an interesting piece of information.
I'm sure we've always wondered that, but also then why? And so that we'll perhaps have to try and Google it.
Yeah, because it's an interesting point. And why would they be called
Yeah.
Tories
No.
after an island just off the coast of Donegal?
Which I gather, I gather is also a great home for traditional singing. But there we go. So welcome, James.
Hi.
Pardon? Do you know the answer?
Well, my dad had my dad's story was that probably named after the island were a group of Irish brigands, pirates, who would lure ships onto the rocks of Tory Island, and then loot them, and so this name was given derisively to the Tories by their opponents, and then stuck.
That's very funny. It's one of those moments where if it's not true, it ought to be. It's a great story. Thank you, James. Always a source of useful information. James, I put a note in the chat to ask you if you would like to sing. So please do reply. Otherwise, we will now go over to Anne, whose Dunoon picture always looks like the Riviera. So that's always nice. So thank you, Anne, for those lovely songs and always a chance to sing along as well. So Anne, a song from yourself, please. Thank you. And then Yasmin, are you going to be up for another song after Anne? Yay! Okay, that's grand. I'm looking forward to meeting you back. It's how we managed to miss each other in Stornoway, but there we go. We obviously did. But over to Anne for now, and then we'll have Yasmin. James will let me know if he wants to sing, and otherwise I will sing a song, and we'll have a closing song for the night from Anne. So I just need to have a wee bit more information from James, and now it's going to be Anne to sing Mold and Tank.
It's actually a British Railways poster for the seaside, and they called it the Clyde Riviera, so you're not far off. What am I going to sing? So many songs. Okay. This is called a weaving lilt, but actually it's a spinning song. And it's a bit like the English Scarborough Fair, or, make me a shirt. Oh, well, I will, when hell freezes over, basically. I would weave you a shirt, but the shuttle is still growing in the wood of St. Patrick. The linen's been sown, but not reaped yet, etc., etc. The shuttle I've lent to the King of France, so you'll have to wait for your shirt, basically. Fwydych yn jwgws y maddach grager I jygnal i'n hwrw. Gwrs yn snif mi lena yn snagwcht, bwn y chyper a chypwn yn brwd i'n becer a nid siain I lafriwcht. Baindw o rondw grager I jygnal i'n hwrw. Fwydych yn jwgws y maddach grager I jygnal i'n hwrw. Chwrwg yn rhan sgad o gase, bwn y chyper a chypwn yn brwd i'n becer a nid siain I lafriwcht. Baindw hor o londw grager I jygnal i'n hwrw. Angela Gspal y grein a Francia, hwrw I jygnal i'n hwrw. Hafiar stien coi a Patrick, grager I jygnal i'n hwrw. Bwn y chyper a chyp, bwn yn rwd, grager I jygnal i'n hwrw. I'n becer a nid siain I lafriwcht. Baindw o'r o londw, grager I jygnal i'n hwrw. And all the bunna hip and bunna root, they're all parts of the spinning wheel, the rock and the reel and the loom weights and stuff.
Mami Yolo Kera nawr ein So it's one I know as well. And it's a great song because there's a name for that kind of song which I can't think of. James would know. But that carries the movement of in the song, doesn't it? There must be a name for that. James, if you can think of something, do sing it. June, are you going to be happy to sing for us later? Perhaps. Let's see, Hishin. All right, well, we'll get in touch with June. Otherwise, we're going over to Yasmin and to hear a song from Yasmin again. Thank you.
This is one I'll be performing at the Malt in a few months. Hallabak Horadio, Hallabak Horadio, we Hallabak Horadio, Smjorach Lechando, Remi, Smjorach Michel, Fippe, Krubig on a Druser Katte, Gunjonach Hitchnes Sadge. Emerge Mavran Harya Magnia, Hallabak Horadio, Hallabak Horadio, we Hallabak Horadio, Smjorach the Clown, don't me, Smjorach Mishem Mulach Benya, Gava Green Speed and Sadia, hit me stole a horn a carrier. Be me bia cloud to see the Hallabak Horadio, Hallabak Horadio, we Hallabak Horadio, Smjorach the clown, don't me. My father's gachiana he fiend, Kemari Shnach Molech Mesha, Chin and Kuri, Chin and Clear, and Chivia Kanyali Fisel, Hallabak Horadio, Hallabak Horadio, we Hallabak Horadio, Smjorach the clown, do me. Chinachil koshna mada, and chigilaka bakana, and chiluk one of piano, chin and I vanyo bialok, Hallabak Horadio, Hallabak Horadio, we Hallabak Horadio, Smjorach the clown, do me. Mes clown door would me mountain. We are natural long dash no long word a quanter function. Atom knock you the news get lost on. Hallabak Horadio. Hallabak Horadio. We Hallabak Horadio. Smjorach the cloud only me.
Sin tíreach alín ára song is smioch go. An bí son rut nó ga ará muhéin an áran seo.
Okay, yeah. So, Miriam Clown Doll, it's a tribute to the Clan Donald. That's essentially it. They ended up getting massacred eventually. Near Glencoe, a bunch of Hanoverian soldiers came and killed them for not submitting to William of Orange. It's about pride for the land.
Yeah. It's a very sad song. It's a very beautiful song. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yasmin. I've muted myself again. So I'm going to sing one of the Oran Luai Bimishain and then Hauran Luai, which I'm learning for this year, and so it ends sadly. Heavy was my foot going to town without my beloved with me, so he's going off. Haniela husha kadegirium ukarana yuravo unik mitovat and ye ridolfo frejashja Haniela kush akardigarium ukarano yuravo. Straum och heimen ljus en ge ska få svala egen toiga mi och karana jureva han gera husha kardegrum och karana jureva. Straum och heima tien guba las gun malanan kalarum och karana jureva han gela hush a kardegerum och karana jureva. Sinna mar harden. Agus sorry gu Yasmin. So thank you. One time Harden. It's good to see people come and join us and disappear. Alexandra is trying to join us as well, but we'll see if we can manage to let her in. Okay, well I'm gutted to hear that my dear friend June is not so well today and can't sing for us, so that it's lovely to have her with us. So we hope to hear from June another time. So I think everyone has had a chance to sing, unless we can persuade James to sing any of the songs he's been learning over the last couple of years. Anything at all?
You will win.
The trouble is I've been a terrible student and I haven't. So
if you would like to sing a verse of anything that is in your heart or mind to sing, we would love to hear it.
I could maybe have a go at Yeravata.
Brilliant.
Maybe.
Sure thing.
I've got the words in front of me and I'm going to try and make them bigger. There we go. Yeravata nahoroela, Yeravata nahoroela, Yeravata nahoroela, mos horis lanlich skachetchen chevu. Strich mich halten und knochen herde, Fuch am Plag mi Yeravata, Antico giorno, antico varech, smortitu hidir, kutruch atami. Yeravata, nahoroela, Yeravata, nahoroela, Yeravata, nahoroela, mos horis lanlich skachetchen tehu. Will that do?
Díreach Alí na Grai.
That's beautiful.
Always lovely to have James with us and all of his knowledge. Thank you, James. More than time.
That was going to be one of my songs, so I'm glad I didn't sing it now. Really good, because
Is that the Irish version?
Please do, Anne, because you'll know all the verses and you'll be able to pronounce it properly. It will be
James, lovely. There are 29 verses. Are you sure? Yes, we normally only see 3 or 4 of them, but there are a lot. Mm-hmm. Right, Maha. Well, thank you, James. I think it will be over to Anne for a final song to close the night. Have you time to choose something that's not Theravada, Anne?
Yes. No, I had Farawata just in case of anything, in case you asked me for a sixth one that I didn't, So I have Farawata as sort of a background, a possible. But no, the last one, June's just arrived, and I'm sorry to hear she can't sing, because She's lovely. Anyway, this song I'm going to sing is also a lullaby. I seem to like a lot of lullabies, and partly it might be because I used to sing them to my children, even though my children are now in their 40s. Bit old to sing them lullabies. Anyway, this one is called Shohin Shaho. And I came across it really from, if you might know, Muireann Nic Amhlaoibh. She sang with Danu. It's a lovely group, a lovely Irish group. She sings on her own now, and with that Scottish woman. Now, what's her name now? Beautiful singer from one of the islands. Oh gosh, Julie Fowlis.
Judy Farless, Sinead.
She sings with her a lot, so that's where I got the song from. And basically, like a lot of songs, it's one of those that is just telling a little story. Yeah, basically, it's telling the story of this story basically is an old Irish lullaby. People believed that if you weren't careful, fairies at the top of the house would steal your child. And you'd be very careful not to let them steal the child. So basically, you had to make sure the baby went to sleep before the fairies could lure him away, if you like. Apparently, Seamus Heaney talks about the fairies abducting the child unless the child closes their eyes. Moya Brennan, Cormac DeBarra, and various people sing this song. And as it says in the song, it says, my jewel, part of my part of the world, it's a great joy, my little treasure in his bed, to go to sleep without sorrow. Sleep well, child of my heart. May you always be safe and happy, forever yours. May God bless you, and I am with you as you go to sleep. At the top of the house, there are bright fairies playing and disporting under the soft moonlight. Here they come now to talk to my child, or to call to my child, wishing to lure him into the big fairy fort. Enticing you with the cleverness of their tricks or the sweetness of their music. I am by your side, praying my blessings on you. Shohin, my little one, you will not go with them. Okay, the loving eye, etc. So I'll try and sing it. It's one I've just recently started singing, so I hope I can do this justice. But anyway. Shohin Shaho, Mastore Malanov, Mahiod Gon Caleb, Mahidin Tail Moor. Shohin Shaho, Knock More Antana, Mastorin in a Laba, Nachala Gon Rome. Alan of Machlave, God nairi the cololat. Sloan August Sunnes, Gahi had a whore, Shabbat Vicday, August Taker of Wimelat. Derry a color, gone big up below. Volach an tí tá sióga geala for Queen Rayonari gimmer the sport. Is Shaida near gan grier the lana na mian haringed is jocksa lismore. Agus garam to a chrí ní bhaí siad a walla lat. Na bí brí a glas nó le binas a giol. Tom se let híh gwiart na manocht seo hín a lana ní him ho tú leo. Shohin Shaho, Mastore Malana, Mahiod Gon Caleb, Bachid and Tail Moor. Shohin Shaho, Knock More Antana, Mastorin in a Laba, Nachala Gon Rome. Alan of Machlave, God nairi a cololat. Sloan of his sonnas, Gaki had a whore, Shabbat Vicday, of his taker of Widalat. Terry a color, gone viga galore. Os cor mole, go michar canúil, tó díl réis angol ag fara in a ró. Le mór grodín a iri con bali, mar bíh na lachas do raies sé lo. A storm a cree, lí siri de lava, Taile de wom is a fan fer go fol, ní mór de dhé, má híimse go mahas, má riocht talamh I dianta má bhród. Seo hín seo hó, is mór é má lena, má cheol gan cealag má cuid den tail mór. Seo hín seo hó, nach mór é an tanamh, má stórin ina laba na chala gan róm.
Tá sin díreach álín báidir uairtha.
It's a lovely song. I see Philip.
Oh, nach hell. Agus ha Philippa Colin and the So Philippa Robinson has just arrived with us. Philippa, you're
mi san óma ag céala agus tá mi díach jaci inis.
Jig, well, Hashin Fregarach. So Philippa, we are just about to sing Sorry Leave to round off the evening. So as Jay and Va an Girach Scaniel ri na Hauran Bria agus be an Jesus Johnach eso Sorry Leave Shane eso Kurkriach Erneich. So Anne is going to sing Sorry Leave in a moment. Before we finish, would you like to give us one of your songs? If you're ready.
No, I won't bother, no.
Are you sure? Kenchuk?
Ha mi corbi kinchang.
Well,
Have mi díach jaci inis.
okay, Cashin Keshkuliot. Okay, well, Morantaing agus Hamakadaikin. It's good to see you. I'm sorry that it's just not worked out time wise for you. Okay, so Eson Kukriak and Nike be Anne a Shane Sorry Leave. And I've put all the words in the chat. Well, it's about Philippa's Bible. So if anyone wants to just read that, the translations, or sing along with us, please do feel free. Otherwise, it's over to yourself, Anne. Just before we do that, I wonder if we could just give Anne a big round of applause for her lovely songs. We have recorded the evening, Philippa, so you can catch up later when I've posted it. And I will just be, so when Anne has sung, please just pause a moment. I'll put up the final slide. Okay, so thank you. So a round of applause, I think, for Anne. Anne Parsons Dunne, as well as Anne, who's going to sing the final song. Thank you.
And I want to thank Philippa, by the way, for some of the comments you made yesterday, in fact, helping me grand off songs.
More than time. So thank you. Good idea. Okay, thanks, Anne. And over to Anne Coleman. Oh, just a great bevy of Annes today. Anne Coleman to sing us Sorry Leave, and I'll be singing along with you guys.
Sorry leave is eicher valef, bianach leif, guyam slanja, ravi marev, eicher valef, bianach leif, changelinia kiara gleser, gushka spoin, moch leif guiv, marni doon of yon and kalak, eicher valef, bianach leif, sorry leif is eicher valef, bianach leif, guyam slancha, gnavi marev, eicher valef, bianach leif. Until the next massed choirs. Maud Harper.
Lovely.